Hello.
There's Keith.
Yay! The Keith finally downloaded.
Yeah, my Zoom wasn't responding. I had to close it and open it. What up, Eli?
You say, hi, Keith.
Hi, Eli.
But you gotta talk.
What up, baby boy?
You can't just whisper, they can't hear you. Say, hi, Keith.
It's a me.
Okay, say bye-bye.
Oh,
Okay,
Bob, nice seeing you.
bye-bye.
Oh, bye.
There it is.
There. Yeah. I mean, you
He's
know,
all
I,
about it, and then it happens, and then he's not all about it at all.
I- I think Keith and I just might have some like Miss Rachel energy, where like if a little kid looks at us, they just instantly are just in a
If you
trance,
if you
full
knock, she'll
hypnotoad.
let you in.
Whoa.
Knock, and
You
mommy will get the
have yourself
door.
a Guinness down there?
No.
Oh, it is a stout. It is a coffee stout with chocolate from
Oh,
Bad Dad Brewery in Fairmount, Indiana.
Oh, shout out to a local brewery.
Shout out my hometown brewery.
Yeah. So then, anything else cool you don't want Nathan to know about, like any beer recommendations?
What about festive?
Eli just said
Uh,
bye to you and Josh. So,
Oh,
Aw, that's sweet.
in a normal
little.
speaking voice, as after he was inside the house.
Should get him a Shy Guy costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, all right. So, episode 37. Um, Josh, I don't know if you know this. Keith, you might know this. Do you know what holiday is today?
Third. No.
But it's just after Dia de los Muertos.
Mm-hmm.
That was the 1st of
It's not
November.
that. It's
Um,
Godzilla Day.
Oh, it
oh,
It's
is.
yeah.
Godzilla Day today, everybody. So, today
Brum,
we celebrate the
brum,
release of the
brum,
first
brum.
ever Godzilla film.
Heck yeah.
Um, episode
Insert
37. So,
theme
we've been doing
song.
this for 37 weeks straight. Um, Our podcast is the size of a spaghetti squash if it was a human baby right now. So that's all I've
Proud,
got.
fa- proud father.
Josh,
Yes.
what are we going into this episode?
Okay, I decided that I've arbitrarily will choose myself as captain this episode. And as your captain, I will lead you to untraveled waters of the Avatar the Last Airbender. Spoilers. Avalar, the task bear.
Mhm.
Uh,
Aye,
Perfect.
aye,
does it
Captain.
does anyone else smell toast? That's
I
coming
had
in real
toast.
strong on my end.
I had toast and
Gotta
butter. That was the only thing I could
do your
eat for the past couple
self-test.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like balance, vision. Uh, anyway,
Say you can't teach an old dog new tricks real quick, Josh.
yeah.
What?
Uh-oh. We got him.
No, no. Wait, you said you can't. I thought yeah. I think
Yeah.
it went over my head.
Say you can't teach an
Same.
old dog new
Same here.
tricks.
You can't teach a new dog. Oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay.
Okay, brain damage confirmed.
Stick your tongue out. Okay. Now put it to one
He's
side.
taking psychic damage.
Now put it to the other side. Okay, you're good.
Okay.
That's all I can do over
Facial
video for you right now.
symmetry. Good to go.
Okay, wonderful. But yeah, we're going to talk about our favorite Avatar the Last Airbender spoilers that we have so far. I've asked you each to pick out some of your favorite cards that have been released, and I want to know why you're excited about them, what decks you're thinking about putting them in, and any other details you want to drop on that. So, are we good to get the episode going with that?
I
Yeah, I say
think
we go. We're just doing
so.
top five, right? Top
Top
five.
five, we each get, and then I'm very curious to see if we have any overlaps.
Yeah.
So yeah. Does anyone you want me to open the floodgates with one?
Sure,
I
go for
have.
it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Actually the very first spoiler I saw that was got me excited was actually for a common.
Mhm.
This is a common artifact for three. It
Okay.
is Bender's Water Skin. It is a essentially a mana rock for three that can tap for any color, but you untap this artifact during each other player's untap step. So it's essentially a victory chimes now printed at a common level that can tap for any color mana and just any sort of deck that wants to do interactions on opponents' turns and stuff like that, and just always have mana open for a threat. This is a really cool option, and it's a common. Like this common, I think, is going to be better than 90% of whatever else is in the set. I'm going to put this in
That
mini
is really
decks.
nice. And it's three colorless.
Yeah, three colorless can go into any deck, and it untaps on each other player's turn. You got that Crufix God deck. You can rack up three mana every round around the table with it. You got any sort of deck where you want to keep up mana for counter spells or kill spells or anything like that. Feel sick. Yo, Keith.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Keith's middle fingering.
all fairy typal stuff like that wants you to play spells on other people's turns. That's just like perfectly slotted in there.
Yeah.
And I can go ahead with mine if you're ready.
Yeah, rack it up.
Well, I've got a cool wrath. It's called Day of Black Sun. It's X double black sorcery. Each creature with mana value X or less loses all abilities until end of turn and destroy those creatures. So you can like get all the indestructible, even hexproof technically, wipe all those keywords away and then destroy everything. And it's centered around the solar eclipse in the show. That's when like firebenders lose all their abilities.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just a really cool card.
Yeah, that was one of my picks. It's a beautiful card. It's one that you should
Yeah, it
put in any
looks
black deck. Like
really cool.
there's no reason to not. Go ahead, Josh.
There is a reason to not.
No.
Is it also
Uh-oh.
wipes away all of your aristocrats effects. You drop that. If you're the one dropping
Yeah,
it, your
true,
blood
true.
artist
Oh,
doesn't
Blood
trigger.
Farthest.
So yeah,
Oh.
so it's not for every deck, but saying that, it does get around if you're playing against aristocrat strategies a lot, it does get around that. So that is one to invest in if you're not aristocrat in yourself.
I'm still putting it in black decks and just rolling the dice. I'm still
It is
doing that.
cool. I like different flavors of wipes, and this is certainly one of those.
Oh, dude, yeah. This episode's brought to you by Dude Wipes. Just kidding. No one paid us
Lemon
for anything.
lime.
When I worked at Kmart, this is kind of a weird, but it also kind of ties in. Uh, Different colors of thing like shirts and things like that were called different flavors. Like everything's just called a different flavor instead of different. It was weird. It was something different to get used to when I worked in retail, and it might just have been the
Retail
people that I
life.
worked with. So this might not hold any water for anyone else. But fun fact.
Let's go. What's your
Yeah.
pick?
What's my pick?
Yes, sir.
Um, it's a one drop blue aura. It's called Honest Work. Okay. It's an uncommon that lets you enchant a creature an opponent controls. When this aura enters, tap enchanted creature and remove all counters from it. The creature loses all abilities and is a citizen with base power and toughness 1/1 and has tap add one colorless mana. It's named Humble Merchant.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, you the versatility there. If you need a mana dork at a pinch, you can use it on your own guy.
Yeah,
But more than likely, you're just going to be shutting down someone's commander and be like, "You're a dork now. What you gonna do about it?"
exactly. I I'm a fan of different ways to shut people down and not completely ruin them, but just give them fun little 1/1 frogs and citizens and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think blue has a lot of one drop answers with that and various other versions of it. Pongify being the OG one where we take
Oh
this
yeah.
away and we give you the ape. So yeah, cool to see that train going on even into Avatar. Though you'd think that'd be like a cat ape or something like that with their world, but here we are. Uh, I have more. I have another pick, and it is another common,
Hmm.
and it is a lesson. It is how to start a riot. It is two in a red, instant speed. Target creature gains menace until end of turn. Then the second part is creatures target player controls get +2/+0 until end of turn. What I like about this is it's target player. It's not just you. So if your opponent's swinging out at another opponent, you can interact with their board state, maybe push over the blockers to make sure that they can actually fight against whatever it's attacking them, or buff the attackers to make them, if it's enough to kill off that opponent. Like, I love group slug opportunities stapled on the cards, and that one opened my eye. I don't know if we're going to have access to a lesson book in Commander, if they're going to change the rules on that, because in Commander you're
Like
not
a
typically,
sideboard.
yeah, in Commander you're not typically allowed to play cards from outside the game, but they might change that rule so they can sling a little bit more product at us. But
Yeah,
regard, yeah,
I noticed that there are a lot of lesson cards in this
Yeah.
set, and there are a lot of cards that have to deal with lessons. So it's like they're trying to bring in Strixhaven and some of those other lesson heavy type of sets. And I think, I don't think you're too far off of bringing
Yeah.
throwing out the playbook of lessons here soon.
Because just in a couple months, all of those are going to be standard. Like what? That's March, April. Strixhaven comes out.
Hmm.
It's going to have all those lessons to play with.
yeah. So it's kind of stoking that fire. And again, I love group slug cards. So anytime I get a versatile instant like that, I'm looking at other instants I was using before in decks and thinking about swapping them out for that bad boy. But
I
yeah,
really like the flavor text on that one too, on the regular art.
yeah. Hey, Riot!
Yeah.
All right, and I've got another one. Origin of Metal Bending, one in a green, common, instant lesson. Choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, or put 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Boom. Super versatile two drop modal spell. Probably catered more towards like, I don't know, drafting environment, something like that. This is just something you probably have to include if you're playing green.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's Snakeskin Veil and spells like that still see play in Commander. So you get one more cost on the CMC, but it's a versatile spell. You can
Yeah,
uh, shut down someone's Soul Ring and put them back at common or ramp speed or something like that on your turn two. That's an excellent option. So I
yeah,
can actually see this being a little bit more viable than just limited.
definitely. Protection and targeted removal. So big fan of that one. Nate Dogg.
My next one, and I really hope that I don't butcher this name too bad. Uh,
Oh no, you stole it.
it's a saga for 2 and 2 blue. The Legend of Kuruk. So for the uh, first two are scry 2, then draw a card, and then the third is exile the saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. When it transforms, you get legendary creature Avatar Kuruk. Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token with this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. And then you can exhaust Waterbend 20, take an extra turn after this one. He's a 4/3. Um, Being able to take extra turns in Magic doesn't happen a ton. Um, and I know Rosewater was talking about um, kind of working on getting more of those cards into Magic, so it's kind of fitting that we get a couple of those in this set, as well as cards that let you take over your opponent's turns in this set. Um, but this is one that I'll have in possibly my Abuelo deck. I'm a big fan of sagas and being able to kind of add like a little mini game into the game and just seeing what you can do. It's like a different version of playing a planeswalker, really, when you get the different counters and seeing what you can do with the different parts of it. And then having a solid backside to that one is very good. So,
I love that one. Yeah, repeatable extra turns. I mean, you exhaust, but you said Abuelo, you can easily bounce this or air bend it, play it an additional time.
yeah.
And since I'm not gonna mention any firebenders, um, firebending works extremely well with waterbending because you add all that additional mana and you can only use it in the attack step. So just pump it all into your activated abilities. So just like, yeah, pick your flavor, pick
Well,
whatever waterbend ability you like, and go crazy with it.
well, and if you're
Like
gonna, if you mix the two together and have like a Horizon Stone or something like that, where you can just keep all of your unused mana and build it
yeah,
up, then you can just do stuff over and over again.
yeah, there's plenty of mana batteries like that you could use. Even I think Fire Lord Sozin or one of those does it himself, or Ozai maybe. Yeah, if you lose unspent mana, that mana becomes red instead, and you don't lose unspent mana. Ozai, the Phoenix King. Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool combo going
It,
on there.
yeah, Nathan and I get a point with the Horizon Stone. I wonder with fire bending entering the scene if that card's going to go up in value or not.
Yeah, that's one that I would imagine will, and there's a couple other ones, but I would say Horizon Stone's the most attainable right now,
Yeah, pick it up
I
now.
think.
But yeah, so my next pick is all coming back to me because it's my trusty boomerang. It is a uh, artifact equipment for one, and you can it equips for one, and equipped creature has pay one, tap target creature, return trusty boomerang to its owner's hand. So this is going to be a fun way to utilize artifact cast ETBs if you have a something like a Thopter deck or something like that where you're I'm brain farting the Thopter man I was thinking of, but also the new uncommon.
Psy,
But
Psy Master Thopterist.
yes, thank you, Master Thopterus deck. You can get those artifact cast triggers, make more Thopters. Then also the blue red jellyfish
Well,
from Edge of
there she
Eternities,
is.
the uncommon one. And it's wild how you can just pull your cat into reality
And
like that.
pulled her in from the void.
Yeah, just
That was wild.
speaking
And
of Edge of Eternities, Keith just warped in his cat for a turn. But anyway, yeah, so I think the Edge of Eternity cards caring about artifact ETBs, the jellyfish from that faction, that's cool. So,
all right, I am back with another Wrath. And this one is Avatar's Wrath for 2 and 2 white sorcery. Choose up to one target creature, then airbend all other creatures. And if you aren't aware, airbend is exile them. While each one is exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. And it also has until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Then exile Avatar's Wrath. So it removes everything on their board. They can't replay any of that until another round pass. And yeah, I just think that's a really fun Wrath as well.
Yeah, that's super
And hopefully
solid.
their hand is stinky, so
yeah.
they can't do much to counter that.
Or you do it late in the game where they've played all their cards and they only have one or two cards in their hand or no cards, which happens
Yeah,
sometimes, and
that's
they're
it.
just kind of sitting there with their
That
deck on
that
the
one
table.
can be kind of nasty.
Yeah, that would shut down a lot of strategies too. Like you have someone who's playing a plot deck, someone who's playing Foretell. You're running against my new Tigem deck where I suspend everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
no, that's gonna be
Oh, true, true, true.
yeah. So
Anything in exile.
yeah, so it's also you can't bring it back from graveyards either. So it shuts down a lot of strategies, and I think that one's gonna be a pretty popular card.
Yeah. Also, they brought back Fortell. I'm not sure last time they printed one, but Fortell's back for sure. It's in that Sozin comments card.
Ooh, do tell, foretell. Okay. So I know you guys were sharing a couple, so hopefully you didn't. Do you need me to rack up another one so you guys
I've
still have?
I've still got two. I've got
I've
two
Okay.
got
that are
more too.
untouched so far.
Okay, wonderful. Let's keep them
All
going
right.
then.
My next one is the Rise of Sozin. For 4 and 2 black. It's another saga. So for the first lore, it's destroy all creatures. For second, choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles. And then for the third, exile the saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. And you get Fire Lord Sozin. It's a 5/5 legendary with Menace, Firebending 3. Whenever this creature attacks, add 3 red. This mana lasts until the end of combat. Whenever Firelord Sozin deals combat damage to a player, you may pay X. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Absolutely nasty. So um, you get a 5/5. You're punching in the face. You add 3, and you're just able to pay out the wazoo and take all of people's creatures out of their graveyards. And then you're also filling their graveyard with, you know, whatever you want to fill it with, whether that be taking lands from them or whatever you want to do. It's a dirty one. I I I like that card quite a bit.
Yeah, I've not seen the backside of that yet, and that is very
That one's
strong.
that one's gonna go right into Nekasar more than likely.
Oh, for sure.
Brutal. You guys are very wrathful in your
Yeah,
picks.
there's
Uh,
some big ones.
so my next pick is a little bit more group huggy in a way. The Unagi of Kyoshi Island. So I see the alternative art for it, and it's gorgeous with the storybook style and the uh,
Ooh, I love this one.
details. It's really pretty. But is a serpent for 3 and 2 blue. It has flash, and it has ward waterbend 4. So that's convoluted and nice for protecting itself. And then whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw 2 cards. So I think this can find itself in Quain. It can find itself in Miss Bumbleflower. This can find itself in any sort of group hug strategy where you're letting your opponents draw cards. It can find itself in Nekusar. You can get yourself some more cards in your hand that way too. So I
Mhm.
just feel like this is going to be a new staple in a lot of those decks and a lot of those strategies.
Yeah, very similar to Fairy Mastermind,
Mhm.
except slightly less repeatable. Very good. I have something in a similar vein that I think will be very strong, and a lot of people are talking about already. It is Wan Shitong Librarian. X and 2 blue, legendary creature, bird, spirit, mythic, 1/1. But flash, flying vigilance, and when Wan Shitong enters, put X 1/1 counters on him, then draw half X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a 1/1 counter on Wan Shitong and draw a card.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
immediately fetch lands. You're drawing a card, putting 1/1 counters on this. Um, People seem to think it's going to be huge in CEDH. I mean, it's cheap, it's flash, card draw, everything you need stapled onto one card, essentially.
Yeah, that's a beautiful card. I didn't even see that one, I don't think.
Oh yeah,
So
Mr. Birdman. Um, I mean, yeah, just a nice little value card here.
Yeah, I think it's a smartly designed one because I do think it's going to more so keep it where it's supposed to be in CEDH, where there's more tutors happening.
Oh,
Everyone
for
has
sure.
fetch lanes because it's not just not going to be as effective at bracket two.
Yeah,
But yeah,
you might
so
get two or three triggers in a standard game, but in CDH, it's multiple times every turn. You're getting that value for sure.
yeah, so yeah, I think it's better designed than some of the other push cards that we've had in like recent years. So it's gonna find its spot neatly in CEDH and
Mhm.
bracket four.
A mythic with flash. Who would have thought?
my last
Oh,
pick is also a mythic. Boomy Unleashed for three, a red and a green. A legendary creature, human noble ally, has trample when Boomy enters Earthbend 4. Whenever Boomy deals combat damage to a player, untap all lands you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only land creatures can attack during that combat phase. So you'll have to make sure you have land creatures, but I really like having dual combat phases. Kind of got into that with Aether Drift, um, being able to do that. And it's kind of fun having to think of what creatures are land creatures and making decks that are that made that way. Um, so that's kind of fun. It's kind of I had to look up and see what land creatures are specifically because I hadn't seen that until this set, and there's a lot of I mean, I guess I wouldn't say a lot, but there are quite a few cards that say use land creatures. Yes, Josh.
So earthbending turns your lands into land creatures.
mm.
Oh,
So
perfect.
so then he's kind of fueling his own engine that way.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot what Earthbend was, and he didn't explain it in his text box, but his text box is absolutely full from the top to the bottom, so there really wasn't space to do that. So,
Yeah, yeah, you
uh,
have to look at the under the words in the go to the index of the card in another booklet and then they'll explain.
well, it's
I
like
have a
it's one of those pill bottles with those peel labels where they can't explain everything. So you
opens
like
up
open
and
it
it's
up into a booklet, and that's how I feel some Magic cards have to be now.
I was like, oh, Boomy can cause diarrhea.
Oh, what's up, Keith?
Yeah, there's a cool part tacked onto the end of Earthbend that I don't think I've seen anyone talking about, but the first part, target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste that's still a land. Put 4/1/1 counters on it, for example, Earthbend 4. And when it dies or is exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped. So if this creature just goes out in a fight, you still get your lane back afterwards. It's animated and then it is unanimated and it's still usable as a land.
So
So
it
So you're
does
kind of
die.
technically animating the dead then.
yeah, so it is like, earthbending, like after it stops moving, it's still land. So
Okay, wait, so it does actually die. It does hit the graveyard, like kind of like Nathan was saying, and then ETBs again. So it can,
I believe so, but only as a land.
yeah, so
When
then
it
that's
dies or is exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped.
That's a
return. Yeah,
fun way to have more landfall.
yeah, for
Oh, for
sure.
sure. Big time.
Yeah, that's
Landfall and Sir Conrad triggers. Oh,
so Tifa's already gonna love that. I
Ooh,
can imagine
doubling.
like a Gruul Tifa deck where you're have a sack outlet and you're sacking your lands to then have them ETB to double Tifa's power. I could see this being pretty potent in standard.
no, I can smell it from
Yeah,
here.
and it gives them haste. There's like no qualifiers. It just says when it dies or is exiled, return to the battlefield. So that seems like it can be, abused slightly. You can do some cool stuff with that, I think.
Yeah,
Definitely.
abused massively. Yeah, no, I think when they're looking for the new meta post Vivi, I think maybe Gruul Tifa might be it.
Well, depending on what you picked
Now we
next, do you
just
have
need
another
a
one?
I
Queen
do have one
Latifah
more.
answer.
So
Okay.
my last one, kind of in the same vein as Thigh Master Thopterus, not the Thigh Master. Not the as
Alrighty.
just like
Okay.
Thigh Master.
All right. We know what you've
Sigh.
been doing to work out.
Yeah, no,
Get
dude,
your
no.
thigh master and your
Squeeze.
what's that? Shake weight.
Yeah,
Put
no,
those together and you'll have a fun night.
no, I could bust a watermelon in these games now. So yeah.
Oh boy. Cheers to
But
What's the
that.
anyway,
pick?
oh yeah. But as I was saying before my verbal diarrhea, the Mechanist Aerial Artisan. Uh, he is a human artificer ally for 2 and a blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token, and then you can tap him, and until end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact with flying. So this can find its way very nicely with a lot of the Aether Drift cards, the Edge of Eternity cards. We got a ton of artifact support, and this guy's just gonna fit in with all of those. And
Yeah, any non-creature is crazy.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
so
I think we lost
Also,
Keith.
no,
Oh no, he's still here. He's just frozen.
oh,
yeah,
We'll lose him here in a second, and he'll come back. Oh, see?
it's so
See? It's
Keith,
like
I
crazy.
choose you.
I'm back. I don't
you
have a
activated my
cry.
Keith card.
Yeah.
I could actually cry if you want.
But yeah, so yeah, just another essentially uh another Thigh Master for your decks that care about artifacts. So yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's creating artifact tokens, which go right into waterbending because you can lend a hand with any of those artifacts.
Exactly. It's
It's
nice.
very good. Very good
Yes.
commander.
Uh Speaking of shake weight, check out that new Isochron Scepter art from the
From
Secret
the
Really?
Lair.
encyclopedia.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that.
It's it's pretty nice. I sent the article that was a
Oh,
breakdown of all the cards from the encyclopedia.
I have another one just real quick.
Yeah, drop it.
Oh, yeah, it is a
Drop
bitter
that thunder there.
work. One and red green gruel enchantment uncommon. Whenever you attack a player with one or more creatures with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Exhaust 4, Earthbend 4. Activate only during your turn, and then it animates one of your lands. So a very good draw sort of engine in gruel colors, and it sort of activates itself with its exhaust cost.
I wonder if there's a
Looking pretty good.
work. Is there a work card for every color in this set? Because there's honest
Um,
work too. That was one
I
of my
mean
picks. I
everything
wonder if
except
there's. I wonder if
say
that's
that
a
again.
cycle.
Say that last part again.
I wonder if the work cards are a cycle for this set because I picked
Oh.
honest work and then you had a card that
Oh,
ends with work.
didn't
Wonder
realize that.
if
I can
I'd
look real
imagine
quick.
that's a cycle. Go ahead, Josh.
Are you telling me there's a circle work among us?
Oh God.
There could be. There could be a circle
Honest.
work.
There's a well, so far there's just the two.
It's just a two-way work, Josh. That's all we're seeing.
No, no, I think we don't have all the spoilers yet. A circle work can still happen. Guys,
Good.
don't give up on the dream. A circle work can still happen.
Insert there's that one picture I sent you guys a long time ago. It's like the MTG colors, in the like
Yeah.
pentagram, but they all have hands and they're like intertwined. I'll find it again.
It's
Insert.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
All right.
Yep.
Yes. So I think so we gotta dive
I'm
into a lot of the new cards that were coming out and yeah.
Real
Keith.
quick, shrines are back, baby. Forgot to mention. Shrine
Yes.
Tribal, Shrine Typal. It's back.
shrines are back and there's a lot of cool like
I just
reskinned brought back cards in this set. Uh,
lots of cool
hopefully
mechanically unique commanders. Yeah, I just want to shout out shrines real quick. Okay, that's it.
You still need to make your shrine deck.
I mean, I have a full list, but
And then if we could get you to get like a deck box that was in the shape of a fez
oh
with like a fez on top of one of those little motorbikes, and then
God.
that's your deck box, and then it can be your Shriner's deck.
Beep beep coming through.
Is that just a Midwest thing, or do they do that everywhere?
I don't know,
It's a
actually.
fun question to have. Do the Shriners in your area ride little tiny motorbikes and do fun little stunts during parades in your area? Let us know in the comments.
Don't they also like help kids with like rare illnesses or something like that?
Yes, with any illness, the Shriners
Yeah.
hospitals, yes. But
Like,
more importantly, they ride on little tiny motorbikes during parades. That's how
yes.
they get their funds.
Nice.
I don't know. My great grandpa was a Shriner, so
Yeah.
Lore drop.
Yeah. So going into so we've kind of covered some of the cards, some of the options and things like that. Let's take a look at limited. What colors do you think you would run in a draft?
hmm. I think it's because I went through every color and I had a hard time picking. Like most of my cards came from the same two colors. I think I would go black and blue. Just
Um,
depending on what I opened, it'd be hard to say, but
I haven't taken too close of a look, but definitely red for fire bending. I think maybe red black because a lot of the Fire Nation cards sort of dip into black, but I can see that being like fast and pretty deadly.
there's a lot of firebending art in the black too.
Like Azula, one of the cards.
Hmm.
There are multiple black cards that firebend and give you
Yeah.
red mana.
Yeah, that's a really solid choice.
Yeah, I think I liked what Keith had mentioned earlier about firebending also being really good for waterbending. So I would likely go, is it also all the fun artifact support and stuff like that within there? I think it'd be a cool place to go.
Is it's usually a really good choice to win fast and like when you're drafting too. So that's a very solid choice. I think going two colors with this set's a wiser choice than going three or more. But
Yeah,
it also depends on what's in your kit. So take
I
what we
think
say with a grain of salt because we don't know what you're going to get in your kit.
I think airbending is decent removal too, as far as drafting goes. A lot of they've got a nice removal package going with that.
yeah, so you got some options there. I've had a lot of s success recently in drafting Azorius for whatever reason. That's been like my winning two colors, and I've done the best with those. I don't, so who knows? I am gonna do this draft.
This looks like
Mm,
a fun one. I
Are
Yeah.
you going
definitely want
to
to get
you
back
going to
in.
Moonshot again, Josh?
Yep, gonna go to Moonshot on that Saturday. So if
Moonshot
anyone,
Noblesville?
yep, if
I
Nice.
anyone,
want to go.
yeah,
Maybe I'll join you this time.
yeah, there's openings. Yeah, go ahead, get in there.
I don't know when it is. A
Uh,
couple weeks?
yeah, it is.
It's
Pre-release
probably
is
not this
November
week. That's
14th
too
through
early.
the 18th.
Uh,
November 14th through the 18th.
I think I'm down.
Yeah, so
I
they
might be
still
a
have,
little rusty.
yeah, they still have spots on, uh, yeah, they still have spots for the 15 spot if you want to join me.
I
Yeah.
send that to me. I don't know. Do you have to sign up by your spot ahead of time?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
I'm off that day too, so I might join you as well.
oh
Just
heck
send it.
yeah. Yeah,
Sheesh. Yeah.
I'll send the link to you guys in the
Perfect.
group, but the listener let us know what colors you are interested in running in the chat as well, what cards you are excited about. Did any of our picks run into your top five, or did we miss you completely and there's a lot of hype around cards that you're looking into? I see Keith's finger up. What's up?
Yeah, and listeners, how do you like those screenshot full art cards? Let us know.
Divisive.
Uh, uh,
Cruel Tutor.
uh.
Yeah. But yeah, so if this feels like a little bit like a short episode, but we kind of pivoted from another topic, but we that's just gonna make the next episode even more surprising when it goes down. So, anything else you guys wanted to add? Else that you're excited about? Avatar: The Last Airbender, or anything else that's coming out before
Um,
we? Yeah.
I was just going to throw out there the important dates for Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, card previews are happening now through November 7th. So, keep an eye out on different websites. You'll get to see different cards before it comes out, help you make your deck before you open your pre-release kit. But then you never know what you're going to get. So, pre-release November 14th through the 18th. Drops on Arena on November 18th, and then it'll be on your tabletop November 21st, the day before my birthday. So this is a birthday set. So
Let's go.
congratulations. That's all I've got. Also, there's a lot of counter hate in this set. So if you hate people putting counters on things, this is a set for you to destroy the things with counters on them. So if you're not a fan of counters and you want to teach somebody in your play group a lesson, because this is lessons heavy too, this is a set
Nice.
for you.
Yeah. So also something I wanted to mention, just I am a lot happier with the set's design than Spider-Man's design. I feel like a lot more effort was put into m applying the game of Magic to the story of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The everything makes sense. Also, it's not as immersion breaking because any of the humans you could see in Kamigawa, you could see them in Tarkir, and then any of the creatures you could see in Ikoria. So it's nice. It's like high fantasy IP. If you're going to do universes beyond, if you keep it high fantasy, everyone will be so much more happy. It's so
That's
nice. Yeah.
that's
Facts.
why I think this set and Final Fantasy both work because they both have humans and creatures that fit in very well. Um, all the humans have abilities, whether that be throwing cabbages at people or being able to bend different elements. Um, all the creatures are like hybrid creatures. You've got a lot of otters. Josh, I was surprised you didn't pick
Yeah.
any otters for your
Some of
top five. It's
those.
very disappointing. Um, but yeah, this is. I mean, honestly, I know you picked a couple planes where things could fit in, but I could see any of these things floating around anywhere, really. Um, but yeah, I think Kaldheim would have a lot of fun with some of these snow creatures for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll be picking up some goodies from this for sure. I'm
Yeah.
liking it so far.
Yeah, so I'm actually more excited about this set than I ever thought I would be whenever I first saw the name on paper, seeing how they actually handled it, seeing the cards, seeing the
Mm.
mechanics, and seeing it actually make sense and effort go into it. I'm actually excited for it. I know not Universes Beyond isn't for everyone, but at least with this IP staying in high fantasy, I'm actually stoked and I'm really looking forward to drafting it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Also, if a little shout out there. If anybody is interested in filling out the content creator form and the possibility of getting a content creator badge for MagicCon Las Vegas, those applications are open right now. So fill it out. The worst thing they can tell you is no. The best thing they can tell you is here's a badge to MagicCon. So
You've
fill it
been
out.
banned for life.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but just be careful. Be careful with what you put in your answers. I guess I don't know, but yeah, that's there too. So
Yeah. The worst thing that can happen is they put Pringle cards under your fingernails as a form of torture. That's the worst thing that can happen. So you have nothing to lose.
exactly. At least you get free cards. You just have to get them out from under your fingernails.
Yes. But with fingernail torture, does this episode resolve?
I believe it resolves. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you like what you heard, you can continue to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can also give us a follow on Instagram and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.